إن الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to a few words, Ramadan, day 13. So one of the finer points the ulama they have picked out from the beautiful story of Yusuf alayhi salam is the moment when Yusuf alayhi salam, he is actually dreaming, and in the dream he sees the 11 stars, the sun and the moon, they're all making sajda to him. The very next morning he goes to his father and he explains to his father, who is the Prophet of Allah, and he explains to his father exactly what he saw. And the point that the ulama they try to link in here, one of the finer details most often that we miss out, the point that the ulama they link in is that what is the relationship between Yusuf alayhi salam, the young boy's son, and the father. That the relationship is so amazing, is so strong, that he is the first point of contact for Yusuf alayhi salam. He approaches his father and straight away he tells his father, Father, this is what I saw in my dream. Something amazing, something strange, something like this, something like that. The father, he was able to obviously interpret the dream under a Prophet of Allah. And Yusuf alayhi salam, he was given the gift of interpretation of dreams from such a young age. This relationship is not a common relationship that we see in our modern day life. Wherein if youngsters today, they have a dream, the last person that they talk to about their dream is their parents, is their mother, is their father. And what we need to do is we need to try and look at where our relationship is and what we need to do to try and nurture the relationship within our children, so that the children, they come up to us first. And the second point that the ulama they pick out from this is the response from Islam to his son, is that, oh son, do not relate this dream of yours to your brothers, lest they should plot against you. For indeed, for surely, shaitan is an open enemy working against mankind. So advise Yusuf alayhi salam so that the brothers do not become jealous of Yusuf alayhi salam, understanding the position and the maqam that Yusuf alayhi salam will gain and will have, and that the brothers will become jealous. They will envy him. And this point here to understand is that Yusuf alayhi salam, he didn't actually go and inform his brothers so that his brothers, they actually did become jealous and throw him in the well. Rather, Yusuf alayhi salam listened. He was obedient to the words of his father. He listened. He did not display and he did not narrate and he did not relate the actual dream. And what the ulama they want us to derive from this is that we should not go out and about and advertise all the blessings that Allah has given to us, blatantly and openly to anybody and everybody, because shaitan is an open enemy and he works in the minds of people and he makes the people envious and jealous. He injects poison into their mind and he only puts more envy and more hatred and more hasad towards these blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So as much as good intention that we may have, we shouldn't go out and blatantly advertise it. But to anybody and everybody, for we do not know what is in their hearts and what is in their minds and how much of an influence shaitan has over them. And more to the point today, in today's time, where with social media, with Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, the ulama want us to be even more cautious, because now not only a handful of people or a dozen people will see the blessing that we have, but we are advertising it to millions of people throughout the world. And every person that sees it can have a response of one of two. Either they will see it and say, Alhamdulillah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you more, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you more. Or it might be the other, where a person, he feels within themselves a source of envy and a source of jealousy, and then they give the evil eye. And through that, the impact and consequences upon us is quite negative. This is something that we need to actually make sure that we follow the guidelines set out by the ulama. And especially even in the month of Ramadan, when we are displaying the bounties of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Facebook and other social media forms, millions of people are witnessing it and watching it, but many of them are probably hungry. Many of them are probably, they don't have the same kind of clothes, they're probably not even living in a house, they're probably in mud hut, etc. And we've got to take their feelings and their sentiments into consideration. And when we do that, then this is the true path of the pious. That a person, he considers the feelings and the hurt and the nature of other people, and this is the way Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he himself would live his life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to practice upon this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.